Hey guys, it's Mad Rabbit back in Minecraft, and I just wanted to show you quickly some of the stuff I was working on. Made this stuff, not brick by brick, no, sadly, but I used the MC Edit, do some of this landscaping work. Now it's not completely and totally perfect. Perhaps someday when I get a better recording program, I'll actually show you how I do these things. This is the old castle area. If you remember, I said I wanted to have it on a plateau, and there was a lot of areas around it that didn't quite blend naturally into the landscape. And while I'm not really finished here, um, I did enough work for now. Some of it's a little, straight and flat, and needs to get worked on some more. So I'll probably end up coming back to this at some later point. Temporarily, it's up, so it looks okay enough just to get by for a flyby like this. But I think I want to go back to someone suggested maybe making that tower we built a few episodes back into like a mage tower, and I think we'll do that today. So let's pause here and go back to that tower. Okay, and we're back. Back at the mage tower. We're gonna have this cat walk around with us today. You guys just you wait here. I don't want three guys walking around. That'd just be chaos. So as you can expect, a lot of these floors in here are most likely going to be very heavy on the books, the whole book thing. So let's just it's an experiment today. Basically, this I'm gonna just build stuff and just see how it works. I don't really know. I know it's gonna have a lot of books, and we'll make use of some of these other little things that they put into the game, um, chanting tables, and I don't know what this is, potion thingy. Yeah, that's the name for it. Okay, I came back. This is the actual opposite wall from that, and I came up with a pretty neat design. There was a crevice in the wall here, so just put books in there. So down the enchanting table, put the cauldron in, do a few of these down for decoration, and it seemed to come out pretty decently here. Something like these there. Try to keep the design symmetrical. I'll use the wood planks just for that sort of thing, decoration. Try to want to keep consistent, obviously. You can always change things up by throwing in a workbench or a different type of table, perhaps even like a chest or something. I think that worked out pretty good. Okay, this side did do it a little differently, so let me just quickly show it to you. Yeah, move the torch down, but I decided to leave a space up here and just do a torch. There's a little glow effect up there. That'd be nice. Pretty much everything else is this. It's like, I just put those in as pillars instead of doing it like that. And that looks pretty nice. I almost want to change some of these over there, but I don't know. I think I'll leave it for now. We can always go in here and throw some pictures down. I told you last time I changed these, and I spliced in the ones from the other texture pack, the John Smith texture pack, into this one. So they'll look a little better. At least some of the pictures look better. I have to do some experimentation. Get out of there. What are you freaking doing? Get out. Can you get out of there? I don't know. Maybe they get trapped in there. Come on. Over here. Over. See, now. There. Stay out of there. Alright. Let's make little stations at each one of these. Like this. No, not like that. That would not be good. Okay, then we'll throw in a few of these. Kind of like that. There you go. And I wanted to have a quick talk with you guys about why there's been not too many episodes lately. I got to get a lot of landscaping work done, and I got to tell you why it has to be done now. Let's see, the thing is, with these new weekly builds that are coming out for Minecraft, and I explained to you some of them from last time about get off of there. the different features they're adding. All right, now one of the features they're adding in the newest weekly build, and this has not been released like in the patch next 1.2, I would assume it'd be 1.2, is I don't know what's going to happen with the editor when that happens. It might make the editor unusable. And what I mean by that is because in this particular weekly build, from the last one that actually added the what was I talking about? The decorative blocks that are actually like lamps. And I have the weekly build from before that has jungles and the ocelots and the cats, as you can see. But the one after that, it's got some other stuff. And in that other one, they increase your height ceiling where you can build up to level 256. They're basically doubling the height you can build. And I don't know how the editor program is going to react to that. And since you know I have a lot of work I got to do as far as landscaping goes, that could be a problem for me. I don't, because MCEdit really has not actually been updated since 1.8, the beta. So I don't know if it's dead in the water, like the guy who developed it maybe isn't doing it anymore, or maybe he's waiting for a more stable release. I think that's what he's sort of implying in some of the things I was reading on his thing there. I guess, yeah, he's still technically working on it, but I have not seen an update for it, and I'm a little bit worried that with this, when they actually do make this a patch and they put it into the game, that I might not be able to use the editor again. That it might make the current version of the editor unusable, is what I'm saying, and that's what's worrying me, because I'm thinking to myself, if I don't get this landscaping done, I may not be able to do the landscaping for quite some time until this guy does upgrade whatever and it's if he upgrades. If he never does, what are we going to do? Then we're stuck. We're going to have a real difficult time. Basically, we wouldn't be able to do anything in this game. All my big dreams, I'd be able to build a couple buildings, and then we'd be dead in the water at some point. So I just don't know if what would happen to the editor program when this thing comes out. Get up here. All right. So that's a concern that I'm having right now. I'm just thinking ahead logically, based upon how things might work out or pan out, which we certainly hope that it doesn't work out that way. That I can still use the editor, but because changing the height limit is a big thing. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any kind of evidence to back up my thoughts on this, other than just that I think that it's possible it could break the editor and we not be able to use it for the immediate time being, which who knows when this is going to actually be released into a patch, all this stuff they're adding to the game. So I mean, really, it's just something to think about. If it happens and then they release the actual patch, then I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I got building projects to do. It's just they'll have to be done brick by brick with the way it's currently done in game. I don't really know what else to say. We'd be stuck as far as landscaping goes, and so a lot of the projects wouldn't be able to get done that we wanted to do. So that's all. Actually, you could put those on there. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know you could do that. See here, I'm just basically randomizing everything, using the same elements and throwing them in there, and they're coming up pretty decent, you know. I don't know. So I think what we're going to do, folks, is I'm going to end this episode. The beginning of the next episode. And here's the big thing where I'm going to need your comments. At the beginning of the episode, I'll show you what I do in this, in the rest of this place. Next 2 levels, I think I got 2 more levels. Yeah, see, that's the observation level. I want to have a lot in there. I want to maybe do something special in there. I'm going to finish these off air. What I need from you is I need to know what the next big project is, and you have a choice between 2 different things. And one is actually a bigger project than the other. Well, actually 3. The first thing is we could go back to the actual keep, our keep here, and finish off the other, some of this roof stuff. Like I did not actually ever finish this side. I was going to put like buildings on here, and I was going to finish these towers, which I never finished, and I was going to finish those big, huge, massive, those things right there. You see in my crosshairs, those things. I was going to finish those. And maybe divide up the rooms, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of interior design with this right now, but I was just going to do a lot of stuff for show on the roof just to kind of get it done, because I did sort of abandon this to do other things for temporarily. So that's option one for what we can do. Option two, let me pause and actually get to the location. Okay, so option two, right next to the castle, and I showed you this from a panoramic kind of view before. I guess the cat can't fly. That's too bad. This here, which is going to be probably the largest of the projects, because what we're going to do here is the next cathedral, and this is just a real basic layout. I may actually make this bigger, and I'm almost thinking of maybe almost definitely doing that. I almost want to extend it down close to the wall, and there'll be a lot. This obviously it's going to be a lot of work. This will be a very long multi-parter. And as you see here, there's like this thing here, which will be a graveyard. We're also going to have quite a bit of landscaping work in here, like gardens and little things on either side. So this area here and the other side would be, but on the road edges, the main roads, like so those are the main roads right there. And as you can see, like over here we have that blacksmith shop from many episodes back. We're going to build houses along the edges, but they're going to be different houses. They're probably going to be more like workshops like that. And so this is going to be a huge project. Mainly, it's going to be actually a lot of work, detail work, and it's unlike this where I did a lot of copy pasting and just creating walls. A lot of this is going to be brick by brick. So we're talking multi-parter, many episodes, and it'll look a lot like the cathedral I had before, but it'll just be on a much larger scale. That's the second one, the second choice. So you have either finish this thing, maybe even keep going with some of the interior stuff in this courtyard we could do, doing the cathedrals, choice 2, or choice 3 would be building over here, which I had hinted at quite for so it's going to be another big project, but not quite as big as these other two. If you remember the old series, I did build an Arena of Death, and this is sort of the base for it, but I'm going to actually make it bigger. So the Arena of Death is going to be like a stadium basically, and I'm going to actually put in spawners and all kinds of stuff in here. I'm going to be stadium seating. It's going to be bigger, so you'll have it's going to be pretty elaborate. So if you remember the old series, for those of you that have been around for the old series, and you might remember my arena that I had in the old city, just have to refer to that. I know I might probably flew by it in some of the tour videos and stuff I have, and you've seen it before from the sky, the old one. So it's going to be like that, but just bigger. I'll probably not do it on a cobble. That hurt the eyes. So that's your 3 choices. Next episode I will basically, based upon your comments on this, I will choose one of these projects. If I don't get like a real huge majority in one thing, I don't know, I'll just pick one that I want to do and I'll do it. So whatever happens, I guess. So I'm gonna sign off here, and catch you next time. Matt Barrett signing off. Adios. Oh, and I'm back. Sorry. No, I'm not going to do the elf treehouse. I didn't get much response from that, and I think just for now, until I come up with an idea, I will just leave that. I will maybe do it at some later point as another big project if we can think of some ideas. But I know I said, yeah, we'll do that. We're not going to do that. So not right now. Until I come up with some ideas, because I didn't really get any really concrete ideas about what I want to do there. So that'll be at a later point. Alright, now I really am signing off. Adios.